Hello, how are you? How are you all doing? My name is Sharon. Friday's my birthday, and I'm in so much pain. Like, so much pain. What's up? How's everybody doing? Oh, why did everybody leave? Trying to find me. Oh, I'm trying to find me an RV, guys. I gotta move y'all over here because I hurt my back more. I'm trying to find me an RV or a fifth wheel. I'm trying to find me a fifth wheel because as soon as they sell my house, I'm not gonna be able to just jump right into a new house. So. Oh, you did? Yeah, I'm about to finish mine. My back is killing me. I think I tore something in my shoulder. Please respect people. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Hello. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened at all. Ow, my back, man. I wish I could have it popped. My back is killing me. I was walking up the stairs earlier and I felt something go. Thanks. Hello everybody, how are y'all doing? Please like, comment, and subscribe. Am I still live? Am I still live? Hello, Hazel. What are you always doing up? My back is... Sorry guys, I had an important phone call. I actually looked that up. Oklahoma. Tony Correa. I'm from Oklahoma. Is it Correa or Korea? Korea. Korea, Korea, Korea. Hello everybody, thank you for coming to my live. My name is Sharon, I am just here. What part of Oklahoma? About 35 minutes from, if even that, from Paws Valley. Yeah. Where's everybody else from? Oh, my back. It's popping. It needs to pop. My stomach hurts. I found a nice trailer, yo. Look at this. Check this out. This is the side of the trailer. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. Check this out. I could live in that for a while. Till it's paid off and then I'll drink it. Hell, I could rent that thing out as soon as I got my house. You know? Maybe, just maybe, I could rent that out. That would be awesome. Awesome possum. Hello, how are you? Hold on a second. That hot shower helped my back a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, wow, that's 32,000. Check out my spice grinder. It matches my earphones, my headphones. Hello. How are you? I'm looking for an RV. Yeah. What? I know that.
Lost Oklahoma Sooner Care?
Where can we find a low-cost health plan?
What about a plan that covers doctor visits?
Emergency care?
Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting next month.
In a microwave, not so far away. 3, 2, Lunchables grilled cheesies, crispy from the microwave.
We've spent the past year traveling around the country in our Alliance Avenue fifth wheel, and although we loved it so much, this year we really needed something that was going to work for full-time RVing. A few weeks ago, we put out a video touring our Alliance Avenue fifth wheel that was for sale, and we dropped some hints in that video about what we might be buying next. So I'm curious how many of you guessed right, but now I'm going to reveal we got the 2023 Alliance Paradigm 382 RK. So I know some people were guessing that, some people were guessing other Paradigm 4 plans. I heard Brinkley, I heard motorhomes, but yeah, we're very excited that we are now proud new owners of this Paradigm fifth wheel. And in this video, we're going to give you a full tour inside and outside of this fifth wheel, kind of talk about why we ended up buying it. But before we jump on the inside, I do want to remind you guys, if you haven't heard, Will and I now have our own email newsletter where we send out weekly updates, and it's a more real-time update about what's going on way before it comes out on YouTube. So actually our email newsletter subscribers were the first to know what fifth wheel we got. So if you guys haven't joined that yet, you can scan the QR code here. I'll also put a link down in the description.
Eight years ago, I was stuck in a job that I hated, but I kept that job because I couldn't figure out how to pay the bills without it.
Hello.
And then by a total stroke of luck, I discovered that living full-time in an RV was an option. I've been doing it now for 5 years. I love it. I do the work that I want to do. I travel full-time, and my budget is 1/3 what it was before I hit the road. If you're out there and you're feeling stuck and you're searching for a way forward, either because it's hard to make ends meet or you feel like your life is just dripping away and you're hoping you make it to retirement so that you can live a little bit, this video is for you, because today I'm going to break down the numbers of my budget. I'm going to tell you exactly what it takes for me to live full time. Eight years ago, I was stuck in a job that I hated.
I want to be a nomad. I want to go travel.
Good morning, everybody. It's Robin with Creativity RV, and this is my house. I live in an RV full time. I've done it for 5 years and I love it. I could not imagine living any other way. Now, before you start thinking, oh, well, you're different, you grew up camping, you're a naturalist, that's not the case. I had never been in an RV before. I bought one and started living in one. And I had never camped before. I didn't know anybody who did, and I had no reference except people that I saw on YouTube. Now, if you've got images of Breaking Bad in your head or, rows of RVs in a homeless encampment near a city, that is not what I do. I camp in amazing, beautiful places full time. Today, I'm starting a 10-video series explaining step-by-step how you can make the choice to live in an RV and do it successfully.
Hello.
And I actually have
How's
to thank my
everybody doing?
patrons because
Please like,
we had
comment,
a
and
great
subscribe, guys.
live Q&A a couple of weeks ago.
I'm trying to get the feel for living in an RV.
For like an hour and a half. And the number one thing that people wanted to talk about was budget and then logistics. And that gave me the idea for this series. So today I'm going to go over budget. And then after that, in upcoming videos, I'm going to tell you step by step everything it takes to live on the road if you think it might be something that you want to consider. Now, if you already follow my channel, you might know some of this, but this series is also for you because it is chock full of all the information you need. And today, like I said, it's all about budget and what it took for me to get on the road. My full-time minimum budget to live on the road is only $1,550 a month. Now, I'm going to break down the numbers behind that in just a second, but really quick, I'm looking in the background here and it occurs to me, I need to tell my regular viewers where I am. This is my fifth wheel, and you guys might remember that I put
Phone call from the boss?
I
Sorry.
want to know how it is to
Outdoor time.
live in an
It's me
RV.
just sticking it to the boss. That sounds fun.
I'm not
We have
mad.
sort of a flat hierarchy, so.
Wait, Flo isn't the boss?
Well, you could say I'm a boss at helping people save when they bundle.
No thanks, we're not gonna say that. Very cringy.
I have relapsing MS, but I still want to spend my time my way.
First of all, I live stationary in my RV, not doing any of that funny moving around, traveling to a new place every week or anything like that, which is okay with me. I work a regular job and I need to be here in one place. So I live stationary and pay month to month for my monthly rent. In this video, I'm going to give you an honest review of what it's been like living for the past year in this 30-foot RV right back here. There's a lot of great things and there's also a few negatives that I'm going to share with you. Okay, let's start with the good stuff. The obvious number one is that I have saved money. The average rent for an apartment in my area would have cost me easily $2,000 to $3,000 per month. I'm paying $700 a month to live in this RV park. Included in my monthly rent, I have water, trash and garbage and compost, and also have access to the septic system. My number two best thing about living in this RV for the past year is that I live affordably in a beautiful place. When you live in an RV and you can move your home with you from place to place, you can kind of curate your life and find an area that you're really attracted to and a place where you really want to live. Of course, RV parks like this, where you can live month to month, where you can live long term, isn't available everywhere, so you might have to be kind of choosy. But I lucked out. I worked really hard, but I also lucked out and found this really amazing place to live. I live near, world-class hiking and canoeing and forests, and I get to go jogging and walking every morning in an amazing forest where people travel the world to come and visit.
My full-time minimum budget to live on the road is only $1,550 a month. Now, I'm going to break down the numbers behind that in just a second, but really quick, I'm looking in the background here and it occurs to me, I need to tell my regular viewers where I am. This is my fifth wheel. And you guys might remember that I put the fifth wheel in storage on a rural property and have been traveling in a truck camper. Well, I came through the state where my fifth wheel is to visit my mom for her birthday. The same week the gas prices went up. So I thought, yeah, I'll go stay in the fifth wheel for a week while I wait for the prices to go down. But of course, the prices have been up for a few weeks. They're going down now, so that's good. I've enjoyed staying in the fifth wheel, but I am getting antsy. And as you can see in the background, maybe here, I am packing up to go back out in the truck camper, and this thing will go back in storage. But that's one really great thing about RV life, because where you go and how long you stay is completely up to you and what works in your life at that time. When I first went out on the road, my budget was $1,300.
Hello everyone, how are y'all? My name is Sharon.
I did a video on that
Please
about
like, comment,
4
and
years ago, you
subscribe.
may have seen. Now, I'm a writer and a painter. That is not what I did in that soul-crushing corporate job that I was stuck in. I couldn't pursue those things because they weren't paying the bills. But I decided on $1,300 a month, I could absolutely make a living as a writer. So when I first launched into my nomadic life, that was my budget. Now, like I said, it's $1,550, which is about an 18% increase in 5 years, which I think is pretty good. Now, if you're new to all this and you think you can just go out and get an RV and hit the road full time, I mean, maybe you can, but that generally doesn't work out great because it does take some planning and some logistics to get on the road, which is what this series is about. And it's not for everyone. If this is the first time you're ever hearing about it, it's a great thing to consider. But I think people that do better full-time on the road are, self-starters. They're independent. They don't need a lot of direction from other people. Now, that's different than doing research and getting support from other people. We all do that all the time. But I think, you have to really know yourself and you have to really want it to live in an RV. Now, after I decided I really wanted it, it took me about 3 years to actually get on the road. And I'll go over all of that after the budget, but now let's go over the numbers. Now, quick caveat and something to keep in mind. This budget does not include health insurance, life insurance, or retirement savings. Health insurance is so individual. You might be a veteran, you might be on Medicare, you might be on Medicaid, you might be on the exchange, you might get a supplement, you might not. You might choose not to have health insurance. It's so individual that I did not want to include it. But I have it. I also save for retirement, but those things are not included in my budget. If you want to include them, add them into your budget. Okay, let's start with the Whopper. Item number 1. This is what I pay for housing expense. 0. I don't pay anything for housing expense. How, you might say? I'm going to explain it. You know, before I lived in an RV, my rent alone in Denver was $2,100 a month. Now, if you're from another state where rent's not that high, you're going to think that's crazy. But Denver's expensive. Before that, I lived in Seattle, and before that, I lived in Boston. So I was used to these really high expenses. For me, my rent was more than my entire budget is right now. Before I hit the road, it was important that my rig was paid off. I was in debt before I made this decision, and I didn't have the money laying around for an RV. But when I hit the road, I didn't want to be burdened by more debt and a loan payment. I wanted to feel as comfortable as possible when I hit the road. And for me, that was having the lowest expenses possible. So my rig is paid off, and that's why as a line item, housing expense is 0. You might say, yeah, but you have to stay in an RV park and things cost money. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But first, the next few items I'm going to go over are the things that change the most with different RVers depending on what rig they choose and what state they live in. Since I've been on the road, I've actually had 4 rigs. Now that's a whole different story. I'm going to explain it later, especially when I do the video on comparing rigs. You can also go back and watch some of my past videos. The good news is, because of that, in this budget, I can actually compare for you the items that change based on what type of a rig you're considering. For this purpose, I'm going to compare a B-plus camper van, a 5th wheel, and a truck camper, just to give you an idea how different types and sizes of rigs can change your budget. Let's start with gas. In the truck camper, which is what I travel in now, $250 a month. Now, that might not be as much as you would think it would be because I travel full time, but I can travel about 8 hours on that $250, something like that, because I have a big truck and a big truck camper. And so my gas mileage is like 11 miles to the gallon, I think. And what I normally do is I drive about 3 or 4 hours and I get where I'm going and I camp for 2 weeks. And I chill out, get my work done, plan my next route, and then go drive some more. So in a month, I'm not even driving as much as I did when I was commuting back and forth to work. Now, in the camper van, of course, I spent less on gas because my gas mileage was like 22 miles to the gallon.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get off the line.
I was still spending $200 a month on gas then
because
because I was driving more. I was new, I was more excited.